Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now you're seeing 20,000 satellites, real-time on a 3D globe. Introducing Jewawud Orbital Tracker, JOT, Live Orbital Tracker app. I built this with a Windows laptop, sheer stubbornness, and one AI assistant. Alright, quick intro. My name is Nico. I'm not a professional developer. I'm just someone who thinks space is cool. In previous videos, I've shown how I built several web apps, including Rocket 3D Explorer at jewawud.id. Back then, I used a mix of AI agents and models, anti-gravity, Claude Opus, Google Gemini 3.1 Pro, even GPT-5 and Codex. Impressive tools, but it was all over the place. Now, I was curious. Could I build something more complex like real-time satellite tracking with a 3D globe using a more minimal toolset? I decided to try Opencode plus Deepseek V4 Pro. Sometimes I switched to Deepseek V4 Flash for lighter tasks. To be clear, Opencode is an AI agent. It reads files, edits code, runs terminal commands, even deploys. The brains behind it, Deepseek V4 Pro, a capable yet affordable AI model. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed. Imagine you have a crazy idea, mediocre coding skills, and just an AI assistant. Give up? No, because Deepseek V4 Pro turned out to be seriously capable. In this video, I'll share my 2-week journey building 2 satellite tracking apps from absolute zero, from literally not knowing where to start to having them live on the internet, all with the help of Deepseek V4 Pro. Oh, and I mostly worked on this during weekends, sometimes at night after my day job. This wasn't full-time, so it's a pure side project. Day 1, I literally opened my laptop, then the notepad. That's it. I was lost. So I asked Deepseek, I want to build a satellite tracking app. What tech stack do I need? It answered React.js for UI, Three.js for 3D globe, satellite.js for orbit calculations. Okay, noted, but I still didn't know how to connect them. This is where AI shines. I didn't just ask, how do I make a 3D globe? I asked, write me the starter code, I'll modify it later. And Deepseek V4 Pro gave me working code immediately. For lighter tasks, I'd switch to Deepseek V4 Flash, faster and lighter weight. And I had a spinning 3D globe, a few satellite dots moving in real time using SGP4 propagation. It was ugly, with no atmosphere. The Earth was just a blue ball. But there's a quote I love. If you're not embarrassed by your first version, you shipped too late. Oh, one important thing I learned. Building a 3D globe, you need visual assets too. I downloaded the Earth texture for free on the internet. I don't really remember, but it seems from NASA Visible Earth. This is NASA's public domain collection. The original file was 13 megabytes. I compressed it to 2.8 megabytes for fast loading. The night lights texture, the dark side with city lights, is also from NASA. The star field I generated myself with code, random points on a giant sphere. Three.js is just the rendering engine, so you have to source the textures yourself. My workflow became idea, ask Deepseek, get code, test, get errors, ask again, fix, repeat. This loop ran constantly for 2 weeks. This was the most stressful part. I needed satellite data from SpaceTrack, the API run by the US Space Command. It's free, but complicated. Login required, rate limited, and, most terrifyingly, if you misuse it, your account gets banned. It happened to me. My account was suspended. App went dark, 0 satellites, empty globe. Panic? Yes, but I asked Deepseek, why was my account suspended? Are there alternatives? It explained I had accessed SatCat, a restricted dataset you can't touch without permission. It also suggested an alternative, SatNogs, an open-source API with 1,600 satellites, free, no login, no rate limits. I switched data sources within hours. App was back online. This was an expensive lesson. Always have a plan B. Never depend on a single API. I also built a multi-source API using Cloudflare Workers, an API gateway that automatically falls back to 4 different sources if one fails. SpaceTrack to Celestrak to SatNogs to AMSAT. Layered, anti-fragile. After complying with SpaceTrack's rules, specific schedule times, 1-hour caching, and no SatCat access, my account was reinstated. Now my app serves 20,000 plus satellites directly from SpaceTrack. With stable data, I started adding features. 1. Orbit paths, satellite trajectories using Kepler calculations. Green for selected satellites, orange for multi-orbit mode. 2. Ground track, projecting satellite positions onto the Earth's surface. You can see exactly where a satellite is flying over. 3. Night lights. The dark side of the Earth shows city lights, custom shaders for perfect alignment with the day texture. 4. Satellite detail. Click any satellite, get full data, altitude, velocity, country of origin, launch date, including past predictions. 5. Share card. Generate Instagram-ready 1080 by 1350 cards to share satellite positions. 6. Multi-orbit. Shift-click to display multiple orbits simultaneously. All of this was built while chatting with Deepseek. For someone who doesn't understand shader programming, like me, AI was a lifesaver. Write me a nightlights shader that aligns with the Earth texture. Boom, done, in real time, no hours of Googling.
After JOT was running, I thought, why not build a dedicated space station tracker? Something simpler, more focused. Enter JIT, Jewawud ISS Tiangong Monitor. This app tracks just 2 objects, the ISS and Chinese Tiangong space station. Key features: actual 3D ISS model, 2.5 megabyte GLB file, radio signal pointing, azimuth and elevation for antenna tracking, crew on board, who's currently in space, day and night indicator, is the station in sunlight or shadow, fun facts, random trivia about ISS and Tiangong, overhead alerts, notifications when the station passes above you. Just like JOT, Deepseek helped with everything. I gave the idea, it gave the code structure. I modified, tested, asked again when errors appeared. Now the apps were ready. How do I deploy them so others can actually use them? I used Cloudflare Pages for the front end, free, auto-deploy from folder, and Cloudflare Workers for the back-end API, free, 100,000 requests per day. The worker is just 300 lines of TypeScript, a single file, but it handles logging into SpaceTrack, fetching TLE data, parsing, filtering debris, 1-hour caching, 94% of requests return from the cache, rate limiting at 120 requests per minute per IP, automatic fallback to 3 other sources if SpaceTrack goes down, proxy for satellite metadata, country, launch date, proxy for crew API, astronaut data. 1 worker, 2 apps, 0 servers, 0 cost. Everything is now live at jewawud.id, accessible from anywhere, anytime. Okay, I want to be honest about something. This project took just 2 weeks, and I mostly worked on this during weekends, starting from 0. I'm not a professional developer. I'm just someone who, 1, had a crazy idea, 2, was willing to learn, and 3, asked AI for help. I've tried various AI coding assistants, Claude Opus, Gemini 3.1 Pro, GPT 5.5 in Codex, and Antigravity. All have their strengths, but for my current workflow, Opencode plus Deepseek V4 Pro, sometimes V4 Flash for light stuff, this combo fits best. Capable, fast, and here's the real reason. It's significantly cheaper than the alternatives. For an indie developer like me, that's a big deal. But there's one thing AI can't give you: the courage to start. You have to start yourself. Open Notepad, write down your idea, ask AI, execute, repeat. If you have a crazy idea you want to build, just start. The tools are free, the knowledge is free, AI. All that's left is you. App links in the description. Maybe you'll build something even cooler. Thanks for watching. See you in the next crazy project.